Okay, so why practice scales? Let's talk about it. Scales, which are going up and down the notes in a key, like for example, major key, um, that's the most common scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. But scales could be minor, scales can be diminished, scales can be whatever. The most common is major scales, and you get a lot of mileage out of your major scales. So I'm basically just talking about major scales for now. So why do them? Scales are great because they're very simple. They make your technique better. They get you to know the fretboard. They help your ear. They help your coordination between your two hands. They're much simpler than something like doing chords because it's only one note at a time. They really help your ear because melodies, solos, a lot that you hear are made up of scales or fragments of scales. That's a corny example, but that's just a scale. That's just a G scale. It'll help you be able to play what you hear because you're like, oh, I just heard that was 5 to 1. I just heard that was Let It Be. You'll hear that that's 4, 3, 2, 1. It's just the first 4 notes of a scale. You're going to hear it all the time. With that said, I will admit that scales have not been a part of my daily routine for quite a while now. It's only because I did a good amount of them when I was younger, a long time ago. But what I did get from them when I was younger stayed with me this whole time. It doesn't go away. So if you do a lot of scales when you're first starting, not and by a lot I mean like 5 minutes a day, but you do them consistently, it will help your technique so much. I guarantee it. Then later, it's more by choice. I don't know this area of the guitar that well. I'm gonna do some scales up here. There's a sound that I want to get. For me, it's more of a thing as needed, but maybe I'll get them back into my routine. Don't do scales or anything else using tablature because you will completely lose some big benefits that you get from scales, which is being connected to the notes that you're playing. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. If you're learning that as third fret, open, second fret, third fret, it's totally useless. Tablature is bad. Don't use it for scales. Stay connected to the notes that you're playing. You want to learn the notes on the guitar. Another thing with scales is there's a balance between doing the same scale over and over. You do want to get it better and better, smoother and smoother, but you'll begin to learn that scale kind of by rote and not be as connected to what key you're playing in. So for example, if I do my G major scale in an open position, um, my fingers can just get used to that, and I forget that I'm even playing G, what notes I'm playing. So I should also play it maybe on one string. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Maybe I should play it here. Maybe I should play it here. When you are ready, when you're pretty good at one scale, learn it in another place and keep cycling them around so that you're not just learning stuff by rote and muscle memory. It's a balance between muscle memory and really knowing what you're playing, knowing the notes. A funny thing about the guitar, it's not like the piano where all the G's look the same and all the C's look the same. So a G scale is a G scale. It's totally different in different places. Even starting on the same note, like for example, this is a G right here. I can play a G scale right here. Even starting on the same note, if I shift my position, that's different. So there's a lot of subtle shifts on the guitar with scales. All right, let's look at the technique. So thumb. The thumb is a big part of this. Where your thumb is. Where your thumb is also where your wrist is. If your thumb is up top, you can see my wrist is like sticking out the back. If my thumb is down, you can see my wrist is now curved like this. This is generally gives you the most space. If there's something technically difficult, your thumb would come down. thumb being up, you also need for like bends. It's hard to do a bend. You need to have the thumb up here sometimes. But for faster, trickier passages, often the thumb is back here. There are different techniques that fit different situations. My thumb is basically not moving. Alright, my position's not moving, my thumb's not moving. Another thing is first finger, first fret, second finger, second fret, third finger, third fret, fourth finger, fourth fret. And this is true in any position. It's not going to be first finger, first fret anymore, but whatever fret say you're up here, my first finger is going to take this fret, my second finger is going to take this fret, third finger this fret, fourth finger that fret. So we're not sliding positions around. So down here, it's first finger, first fret, etc. So let's look at an open G major scale. Down here, open position, meaning we're using open strings where we can. Now, right hand, I'm using a pick right now, because unless you're playing classical, which uses probably a rest stroke with your fingers, kind of like a bass. If you're playing acoustic guitar, or if you're playing acoustic or electric, we're probably talking flat pick when you're doing your scales. You could definitely do them with your thumb. I'm going to use a pick right now. So we'd like to go down, up, 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 down. Some people switch it up, like if it's two, sometimes they'll do two downs in a row, sometimes they'll do two downs in a row, two ups in a row when it's convenient. I think that it's better to just go down, up, down, up. You're doing a scale. You're in a controlled situation. You're not taking a ripping solo where you just got to do what you have to do. This is a good time to practice your down, up, down, up, down, up. There's no reason not to, in my opinion. Okay, so you may notice my fingers are kind of diagonal. They're that way. Whereas if I was playing here, they're more straight ahead. This is just simply because this is farther away from my body, and it's awkward to try to get them straight here on the in the open position. So they end up. That's just how they're gonna be, and that's okay. When you're here, your arm is right in front of your body, then yeah, sure, your knuckles are facing straight forward. Your thumb position, get it where it's comfortable. For me, in the open position, it's pretty high. But if you need a little more room to get your fingers straight, going straight down, when you bring your thumb down and your wrist comes forward and there's more space here, then it's easier to get that curl. It's a little unnatural for me to go far down in this position. One thing that's very important in scales is that you play them legato, meaning each note is as long as it can be. So the opposite of legato is staccato. So staccato would be this. The notes are very short. Part of what you're learning technique-wise, to play legato, whatever finger you're on, whatever note you're on, let's say we're on a B, we've got to make this move to C at the last possible second. So we can't go like taking our time moving the fingers, because it creates all that space in between. It's got to be like this. stay on your tips, legato, find a comfortable place for your thumb, and keep it there. So third finger, third fret, which is a G. This is a G major scale. Hopefully you know the notes. If you don't, hopefully you'll know them after this. G, then open A, B, which is second fret of the A string, C, third fret, D, open, E, second fret of the D string, F sharp, fourth fret of the D string, G, open, that's one octave, G to G. A, second fret of the G string, B, open B string, C, first fret, D, third fret, E, open, F sharp, second fret, G, third fret, it's high. So, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Let's go back down. G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G. So you see, I'm saying all the notes. That's partly for you to know what you're playing. But really, if you don't know the fretboard inside and out, you should be saying these notes or singing them while you play your scales, at least sometimes. It doesn't have to be the whole time every time, but that's how you learn the fretboard. G, let's do it again. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G. Back up. Okay, let's do the C scale. I'm glad we did the G scale first because it does include your pinky on that F sharp. The C scale does not have your pinky in it at all. So, here's C. Third fret of the A string. C, then D is open D string. E, second fret of the D string. F, third fret. G, open, A, second fret, B, open, C. Now we can only get one full octave, C to C, in open position, but we can also go up to the G here, C, D, E, F, G, and from here, C, B, A, G, F, E. So we can go down to the E and all the way up to the G. It's kind of extended. So let's try it that way, very slowly. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, sharp, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, 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 B, A, G, F, A, E, F, G, A, B, C. To be honest, I wasn't even paying attention to my down, up on my right hand. Let's do it a teeny bit faster. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, if you want to practice your C scale or your G scale, I have videos of those, gradually ticking them up faster and faster. I also have some variations. Let me show you these variations. So, all right, so let's look at this variation, which I call the thirds variation. So, if we go back to our G scale, if you need to refresh, let's do it one time. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G. Alright? But, so we're going to go in thirds. Instead of going G, A, we're going to go G, B. G, B. And then A, C. B, D. C, E. D, F sharp. E, G. F sharp, A. G, B. A, C. B, D. C, E. D, F sharp. E, G. Back down. F sharp, D. E, C. D, B. C, A. B, G. A, F sharp. G, E. F sharp, D. E, C. D, B. C, A. B, G. I was pausing in between to give you a second, but when there's no pauses and it's just smooth, it sounds like this. This is a great variation, and all variations are really important so that you're not just learning things by rote. You can start to switch them up, and when you know a scale well enough, you can do variations very easily. It's not this whole new thing you have to learn because you already know the scale pretty well. Here's another variation. So we're going to go G, A, B, G. So you see we're just going 1, 2, 3, 1. Then we're going to do the same thing starting on A. A, B, C, A. Same thing on B. B, C, D, B. C, D, E, C. D, E, F sharp, D. E, F sharp, G, E. F sharp, G, A, F sharp. G, A, B, G. A, B, C, A. B, C, D, B. C, D, E, C. D, E, F sharp, D. E, F sharp, G, E. Then we're going to go back down, going back up to G. G, F sharp, E, G. Same pattern, upside down. F sharp, E, D, F sharp. E, D, C, E. D, C, B, D. C, B, A, C. B, A, G, B. A, G, F sharp, A. G, F sharp, E, G. F sharp, E, D, F sharp. E, D, C, E. D, C, B, D. C, B, A, C. B, A, G, B. A, G, F sharp, A, G. So let's do that one really slow but steady without the pauses. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, A, B, G. Good.